Ah, Christmas. The best time of the year.
A time for giving, a time for love, and most importantly, asking Santa for as many video games as possible so you can drown yourself in entertainment and avoid having to hear Mom complain about where her life's gone wrong over the past 20 years because she had you.
I may have said too much.
With so many TV specials and movies revolving around this joyous holiday, surely video games would have a gratuitous amount of Christmas-themed adventures, right? Right? Right?
We're playing Lifeline.
Lifeline! Released in North America in 2004 on the PlayStation 2. While it may look like your average run-of-the-mill shooter, if you read the cover, it may confuse you. Voice action adventure? Why does it say that? Well, that's because you have to use this, the PS2 headset. The only thing it was ever really good for was yelling at 8-year-olds to stop sucking at SOCOM Navy SEALs online.
SEALs victorious.
Shut up and leave me alone!
But little did people know there were also single-player games that supported the device. While games like Seaman and Hey You Pikachu tried this idea before, they were met with moderate success. And by moderate success, I mean, while Seaman was kind of funny, Hey You Pikachu was utter dog shit. But those games came out in 2000, and technology can vastly improve in 4 years.
And now, without further ado, let's dive right into Lifeline.
The game takes place in a space hotel. Yeah, you heard me. Space hotel, in the not-too-distant future. In this future, there's no crime, no wars, no poverty, and...
But the government has been promising economic relief since the 20th century.
Oh, well, I guess everything's pretty much the same. But I mean, come on, space hotel! What more do you want from the future? Eventually, we meet our main character and his girlfriend, Naomi. They're both aboard the space station so they can celebrate... Christmas?
We were able to get our holiday special in after all.
Merry Christmas, fuckers!
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
After the space station gets attacked, we find our main character, who gets referred to as the operator, trapped in the space station's main control room. The only person he can talk to is the game's other main character, Rio. Since Rio is the only one who can access the rest of the ship, it's your job as the operator to help guide her through the hotel so you can find both your girlfriend and a means of escape.
This is actually kind of a cool premise.
The idea of being trapped in space can add a bit of survival horror into the gameplay, and playing a story-driven game where you can physically talk to your character is interesting. Speaking of which, now it's time to get to the meat and potatoes of the whole game, which is the USB headset. To demonstrate this properly, we set up the Game Boiz Cam, trademark, in order to show how accurate the headset can recognize our words. Let me make one thing perfectly clear. This headset is not an option. It's a requirement. You need this in order to play. If this doesn't work, then all of this potential, atmosphere, story, art design, and programming would have been flushed right down the toilet. The whole game relies on this. I'm positive they would have put a vast majority of their time and energy into making sure it works properly. Now let's play! Red eye.
Yes, left side.
Red eye.
I can't do anymore.
Red eye.
Yes.
Well... shit.
Cup.
By the bed. Okay.
Sure, why not? Wine.
What is it?
Wine.
What is it?
You whine too much.
Don't make it harder to shoot the gun.
Oh boy. Okay, look, for now, let's just assume that these problems are nothing more than a fluke and that the game will decide to pick up on my words eventually.
Security room.
The security room. Okay.
After you help Rio from the cell that a security guard locked her in for her safety, it's your job to help guide her around the place and tell her what to do next. And it's a good thing you do, because Rio cannot think for herself whatsoever.
Where should I start searching? Instruct me.
Every step of the way, and I mean literally every step, you have to baby her. Tell her what to shoot. Tell her where to shoot. Tell her how to operate a door. Tell her health packs are good for you.
Health pack.
Okay, I understand.
I don't think you do.
You even have to remind her that a leech monster is not something you should consider giving you a hickey.
Why didn't you say something?
Not to mention that a good chunk of the time, she won't even heed your advice.
Now! Now! Throw it! Throw it! Throw it!
Where's that signal? Oh no!
And since she won't listen, this will lead to a lot of unnecessary deaths. If you can believe it, it gets more frustrating because of two things. One, there's no autosave, so you better make sure you don't forget to spend precious minutes of your life guiding Rio to the nearest save point, just so she can sit in the corner and ponder about how pointless her life has become.
Get up.
Okay, I got it already.
And
Supervisor
2,
really
you
sent for help.
cannot skip cutscenes. This is
I guess
old
my
school
teaching is already
PS2 where for some reason they felt the need to jam the cutscenes down your throat even if you've already seen them.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
So whatever you do not mess up. That is easier said than done. When guiding Rio around, you have to tell her what to investigate in order to get the story to progress. Because she has the intelligence and attention span of a 5-year-old,
Can you name the sorts of things that you'd find in an infirmary?
We have to put the right shapes in the toll booth.
you have to carefully describe to her what it is she should be looking at.
Brown bottle.
I'll go out into the hallway.
That's not what I said at all.
However, the game seems to be very picky about what you can and cannot call the items that are laid out in front of you.
Cloth. Paper.
Paper?
Cloth.
So I should run.
Something else that bugs me about this game is the voice acting. It's not that it's bad, because I've definitely heard worse.
Chris, this house is too dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
But she just, I don't know, sounds so disinterested in the whole scenario.
This person's dead.
However, there are segments sprinkled throughout the game where Rio shows genuine emotion and becomes actually terrified.
I can't go any further here.
In order to continue, you need to throw words of encouragement at her in order to convince her to keep going. I can see what they were trying to go for here, and that they want me to connect with Rio on a more personal level. This might have worked, but seeing as how she's been listening to me about as much as an untrained dog,
Little dog? Arf! Arf! Or big dog? Woof! Woof!
it's pretty hard to sympathize.
It's going to be okay.
It's not just nothing.
I promise it'll be fine.
So what?
It's going to be fine.
Are you paying attention?
It's going to be fine.
Okay, I'll go back.
If you can believe it, this is where the game started to become completely unresponsive.
Stalls.
It shattered beautifully. And that's it.
Stomach.
Turn right!
Stomach.
Now!
Stomach.
Now! Head!
Stomach.
Now! Head!
Stomach.
Now! Head!
Stomach.
Back!
Check the door.
Which stall was that?
The green door.
Which stall was that?
Open the door.
Which stall was that?
Open the door.
I don't know what you mean by that.
You are literally the dumbest person in the history of humanity.
The men's washstands. Okay.
But I will not give up. I owe it to my fans, all 6 of them, to continue this game to the end. I will not falter. I will move on. My gumption is sound, my spirit unbreakable, and with all the courage of a ferocious lion, I will!
Fuck this game. I quit. Fucking quit. Bullshit.
Rage quit like a little bitch. God damn this game. All of the great potential here was completely squandered because its core feature refuses to work properly. When it actually works, it can be pretty engaging and a very neat concept, but when it doesn't, oh my god, it will piss you off. It would have been so cool to connect with a character with voice commands and do it on a very personal level, but all it does is make you want to take the headset and throw it in the goddamn garbage. Maybe one day I'll go back and try to finish it, but I would have to be in a really, really good mood. I think the thing that upsets me the most is that if this was made today, it would have been amazing, because voice recognition technology has gone leaps and bounds since 2004. Well, can't win them all, and if you excuse me, I'm pretty hungry. I'm Chris from the Game Boys, and I'll see you next time. Siri, find me a place to eat out.
Okay, finding the nearest strip club.
Close enough.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to tell us what you thought of it in the comments below. Also, if you liked it, make sure to rate and subscribe. Thanks!